I don't know what I'm doing today. We'll see. I gotta turn that down on my end. There we go. Maybe a little more over there. Man, does this really need to be like barely on? Okay. Whatever. So I don't know what I'm doing. You made it this time. Yay. Hello, C. Alright, let's see what... Okay. So, I've been working in Our Secret Below, and I am converting everything to the new input system, because I'm a masochist, I guess? I don't know. There were a couple issues that were happening using Rewired, and I could not get them fixed, and I work in the new input system everywhere else, so it's like, I'll go ahead and do this. Hey! Yep, has been a bit. How you doing? So, like, I gotta get the... You know, I'm not reading the buttons yet that are assigned. I had to redo all the controls, and we're getting mostly there. I'm having weird stuff because I'm not switching maps like I used to, but I'm, like, gluing everything on top of what's already there because I can't really go destroying everything and rebuilding everything. I mean, I could, but I super don't want to do that. So, instead, it's things like, okay, I used to switch maps here from, you know, in-game to UI, but now I'm just doing bool checks of like, hey, am I paused? Yeah, I'm paused. Okay, I don't do these things, right? And so it's just things like that where I'm kind of layering it on top and trying to make sure, like it used to be when I right-clicked in pause, it closed all this stuff and just weird things. And a lot of the, like, aside things I keep getting... Wow. Spam is just hitting me hard. Alright. So let's get these things. Zeke, I'm glad you enjoyed the demo of this. Okay, so I had some weird issues with animated sequences, like you know, weird the weird things where I take over, do animations, teleport you somewhere, whatever. I was having some weird control issues that I just fixed. I have no idea if everything's fixed. I basically have to play the entire game, get all the endings and stuff and make sure. One of the things I added was these little helper dudes. They aren't there for every item, but they're there for every major step, basically. Like, this is something you really need to do. This is something you need to do. That's something that's super helpful. That's something you need to do. And that's something you need to do, or can. That's something you need to do. Like, just calling out important things that step things forward in one way or another, whether they are integral to getting the certain ending or anything like that is a separate thing, but, like, it's just call outs for these. And once you interact with them, they go away. So that way, you know, they're not just floating there all the time. Plus, they go away when you're not, like, looking at them, right? Or when you're not close. So it's not cluttering everything up. But the idea is to kind of help people that don't know what to do, to, like, guide them through things a little better. And it obviously doesn't point out any... That's not rendering for some reason. But it doesn't point out any of the items that you use for these things. It's just like... I think one here doesn't actually disappear. Maybe it does. It doesn't right now. But, like, you know, obviously, it's missing a piece. Okay, I need to find the piece. I don't know where that is, but I know this is something important now because I've gone here. And there's something here, and of course we know this guy. So now that's gone, but I know it's there, right? And that's the idea for this, is I'm trying to make this a little more accessible for people, so those that do play it can get through the game at a pace that I think is a little more friendly. And then I've made it a little more... I still have one or two things to do, but I'm trying to make the third ending to be more accessible. I already made the second ending pretty accessible, but the third ending, I've done some work to, like... Hey, Catman! So, one of the things you have to do is listen to all these tapes at once, right? And instead of making you, because some of the things you have to jump out and find them and learn where they might be through other things outside of the main game. They're like in the menu systems, the secondary menu systems and stuff like that. So once you figure out where they are and find them in here, then they are right next to where you're supposed to play them, and it collects all of them there. So once you found them, they're there, and it's easy to use them all instead of having to go find them all again. And there's a couple other things that are a little bit more, like, not hand-holdy, but, like, just informative, help you figure out what you need to do. And they are in line with the sort of weird things that I do in this game. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Hey, Queen. Hey, lethargic swordsmith, lethargic wordsmith, swordsmith. Thank you very much. Hey, pop stars. Hey, Catman. Deadable, yes. Doing some R Secret Below stuff. Just some accessibility stuff in terms of like being able to make it through the game, figure out what you need to do. It's not like things that tell you how to do puzzles or anything. It's just stuff like I was pointing out this little information icon here. Shows up, like it goes away if you're far enough away. But once you get close enough, you see that it's something important. And then it goes away when you inspect something. But now you know this is something important, right? And that's going on for each thing here. And each major stepping thing. Something that leads you to another puzzle or gets one of the access cards or all the different things that you need. But the individual components of how to solve them, the items you might need, that sort of stuff are all obviously still things you need to find. So, what was I doing right now? Hey, Megapixel. So, whoops. All right.
When are you going to...
Oh, I actually need this to happen. Perfect. I just wanted to test the area.
Looks like I can't wait any longer. It's time to try again.
Thanks.
Bye.
It's a shame nobody played it. Okay, cool. I think it's a little weird here. Ooh, starting an art test today? For where? Hey, Unicorn. Oh, I need to check this too since I've adjusted some things. Whoop. Okay, that's weird. Okay, I've messed. See, this is why we do this. Don't know why that suddenly got everything all messed up. I think our head's no longer in the right spot. Yeah, we're, this isn't the intended effect. Man. Okay. Don't know why that would happen all of a sudden. I was adjusting a few things for pausing. Like I said, all the control things have changed, so I'm still basically going through all these things, figuring out what I broke. So this is one of those things. It was working. My camera's up real high now. If I had a mirror in here, that'd be so high up here. Hey, Switch Dog. Okay. So yeah, this is one of those challenges, and I'm, you know, pasting shit on top of other shit to get it working. So there's going to be a lot of gross things that happen. I'm not quite sure why that's happening. I had done like it was working before, so I did something different and weird. There's so much. I'm also like, you know, this came out in what? 20 was it 2018? No. It wasn't 2018, was it? No, okay, it was 2020. The subject was 2018. But yeah, it came out in July of 2020. So it's like, then I set right to work on Mortuary Assistant. So all this stuff is like not how I do things anymore. It's even more messy than Mortuary Assistant. A lot of the code is worse. Like, so I'm just kind of going through and ignoring a lot of stuff and just putting new things on top. Oh, really? Really, Twitch Dog? Curious is not good. Oh, cool. 20 of 28. Nice. Oh, boy. Let's climb. Yeah. You play animation, dude. So you have to, like, crawl back through my code everywhere and be like, what is it I'm doing? Do an activate. Climb up. Animation lock. There's two different ones. There's like the animation and then there's the player stuff. It's a very weird thing that I've done here. Yeah, Past Brian's a jerk. I no longer seem to need to do any tricks to get it to load on Steam Deck anymore. It's just launching fine and going back to shifts. Let's resubmit on Steam. I mean, why not, right? Let's just see what happens. It was the Christmas update. It's a Christmas miracle. Let's see here. I'm gonna change the bill. Game would not load into. Okay. Resubmit it. Why not? Let's just ride it. Let's see what happens. Oh, good. I'm glad it was fun to play. I've been feeling, by the way, I've been feeling well for 5 days now. My goodness. I'm feeling alright. You know. This Proton 7.05 seems to have gone live. Now go to the release candidate edit and solve. Okay, well, maybe they did it. Cool. It did seem to be a Steam issue, so, you know. That's great. Dee. Oh, there's so much stuff here. Crouching, false. Player lock. Do climb down. Oh my god, and this old. Oh my god. It's okay. That's fine. I suppose what I could do is take. Maybe. Hold on. I created a new bool, another one to check on top of these. Again, I'm kind of ignoring everything that's already existed because I'm just trying to make the new control system work, and I really don't want to dig into this other crap. So, I just did one for sequences that worked, so I'm just going to throw it in here for climbing as well. And we're going to do the same for climbing down. Though I really don't like that that's a Let's see. What's happening? We're just gonna ignore it. That's the best thing. Save puzzle. Rotate dial. If we're not using controller, or if we are using a controller return, we don't bother with this. But why would this be working? I noticed that this was doing its click county thing, even when the object was off, which is very weird. You have to go soon? No worries. Christmas update miracle and Protod. Let's just say Christmas miracle. I think it's a rational one. Oh, you know what? I bet. Can't rotate false. Let's see. Did I do the same thing here? I bet I did something different. Because why not? Why wouldn't I do something different here? Why wouldn't Fast Brian do something different? Yep, we're reading the mouse position here for some reason. We're just going to say that we are no longer rotating. There we go, and we're just going to ignore past Brian's insanity. Oh my god. Again, I look away for 2 seconds. This is C sharp. Bear Kibbles. Block on YouTube. Okay, cool. Yeah, past Brian sucks. Okay, so I think I got those, and I probably, maybe, I'm uncertain, fixed the climbing thing. Why does what keep coming up? Hindsight's 2020. I mean, not for me. I'm still pretty nearsighted when it comes to hindsight and code, at least. When I look at my past code, I don't look back very far because it's awful. And my recent stuff, I'm like, well, that's just fine. That's okay for now. I forgot the question mark. I mean, that doesn't help me understand what you're talking about. What keep coming up? Why does what keep coming up? Okay. Okay. That's all good. Oh, I wanted to limit that rotation too, so it wasn't all weird, wonky flippies anymore. I don't feel like this is correct. Okay, something has happened here. Oh, cheese and rice, man. This is too weird. So we do the move. Oh, sequence lock is there twice. That's weird. Why would it do this? Wait a certain amount of time, do our thing, and then we undo the sequence lock. Undo sequence lock. Climb up. I don't undo it there. That would probably be why. Climb up wouldn't be doing that. Hey, Shell Shocked. I am doing alright. How about yourself? Alright, let's check this out. Let's see, did that go through for the review stuff? I don't know what's happening there. Okay, internet, you're being weird. I don't care. Hey, Wombat. Weeble, 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 weeble. Oh, whoops. For the mortuary assistant, I recently encountered a glitch where when I close the cold storage rack after I receive the body, the rack becomes fully extended. What? Oh, that stupid rack problem never goes away in all its different forms. Recently encountered a glitch. When I closed the cold storage rack after I retrieved the body, the rack became fully extended. Like you were attached to it still, maybe. There's probably something I could do in there that once the door is closed, you're just attached. These eye drops, so I don't know what to do about it. I don't know. More eye drop. Eye massage. Rewrought Callisto Protocol. I haven't bought it not because of the reviews, but simply because I haven't thought about buying it recently. Because while I want to and I want to play it, it's easy for me to forget because I got a lot of other stuff going on and things that I'm trying to do. So yeah, I'm sure it is awesome. And the negative reviews all just seem to be performance related, so I'm not particularly worried about that. It's just I also don't get around to playing many games. There we go. Get back down. Really try to fuck it all up. Cool. Yay! Next thing is that Dealy Dally should be getting removed. So much stuff. Okay, when I inspect it... What? Oh, let's use object. 7. Deactivate own collision. Hold on. Is there something else here that I'm not looking at? Oh, inspect object. This is what I'm looking for. Silly me. There we go. I'm gonna go take a nap now, see if that helps. Yeah, please do. Take care of your eyeballs. Hey, Montana. Ah! Okay, we don't need to be removing anything for these other things, because that's not the thing that I'm trying to pay attention to. Okay. So there's that. I need to also real quick check the dial thing that's going on. Do you think the Mortuary Assistant is going to get the Game of the Year award? No. I mean, I did for the Game Her awards, but I didn't for... I mean, I don't think it would get that for what? For Steam? Through Steam? No, I don't think so. I mean, indie games don't really get that anyway. When do they announce those things anyway? Not unless every single person that's ever played the game goes and votes for it for Game of the Year. That's the only way I would think that maybe possibly there'd be a chance, because I don't know how many people actually vote. But I know some people voted for Labor of Love, and which is fine. Anybody voting for anything is awesome, but that also splits it, right? So it's like, nah. That would be amazing, but I don't think so. No, if I had to guess, like Choo Choo Charles has a better chance. I don't even know if you could actually vote for that, can you? I mean, it's still in the year. Agreed. Exactly, Twitch Dog. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. It does not happen to indie games. Man, Choo Choo Charles tearing it up. That's amazing. Good for him. 2 stars, another solo developer. And man, that dude has more reviews than I do in 4 months. He got that in like 2.5, 3 days or something. Man, he's rolling in it. Good for him. How happy are you with the launch? Very happy. It went well. It's gonna support game development for a while. I'm pleased with that. Yeah, I can't complain at all. I would definitely label it as a success. My first. Should be game awards for just indie horror games, or at least just indie games. Maybe I'm biased because I love. Yeah, I mean there isn't though, right? Yeah, it'd be cool because I think, yeah, indie is a different level than like AAA stuff, and so it seems weird that at least with Steam, you're on the same playing field for awards, right? Because like I said, indie games are never gonna get that stuff then, unless there is a best indie game. One. In that case, you know, one game has a chance to maybe get it. Which I don't think they do anyway. I don't think they do have that. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. What else was I doing? Oh yeah, I wanted to test the load box. There we go. Okay, so we are going to now test the thingy again. Man, my brain is clearly functioning today. If they did, I'd love to be a fly on the wall in the Valve stats room just to say how many people vote for Indiana Jones games. There we go. Let's get this, that, and then get out of here. It's not even active right now. I don't understand. I don't get that at all. There's got to be something else that is active on this, clearly, but like dial puzzle is inactive right now. Let me see. Hold on. Let me turn off this itself. Okay, so something, I don't know what's doing it. The script is off now too. Like these are off. I don't understand. Well, not anymore. I turned it on, but it's like, what is happening? Basic, zoom, activate dial puzzle. Oh man, some of these things are so messy, but we knew that. How is this happening? Unless I store it somewhere, no, that still wouldn't make sense. Update, if it's not solved, it's not zoom. If we're zoomed in, which we aren't, so it's strange that it would do that then as well. Oh wait, but it's only on cancel of rotate dial. What? It still shouldn't be on. Okay, hold on. This doesn't make sense to me. I mean, couldn't I check, I guess, to see if, like, this is active? That is so bizarre, but I mean, whatever, let's give it a shot. Let's just try it. Let's just try it first. Oh no, it's running, whoops. This is very slapdash, hack and slash for this fix, this change. Overall, I'm making it better. I know it doesn't seem that way, but it already performs better. I've done some tweaks for things that help with performance, and I'm doing other things, I swear, that make this better and worth what I'm doing. What's funny is, I mean, you know, people don't play this game. It's like, I saw in a tweet someone made that was accurate, which is like, indie developers are not like musicians, where if you hear an album from them, you then go listen to their other albums, right? It happens a little bit with some indie games, but for the most part, like, you know, I put out a game, most of those people, 99.9% of those people, do not go looking through the other things I've made, right? They've got too many games to play. How do I get these ideas? I don't know. I just kind of have them. It's kind of any other creative process thing, right? Where, like, if I know I need to do something, like I need to come up with a game design, then I'll start just thinking of various things that could be creepy or weird scenarios or something like that. This one was being captured and, you know, kidnapped and held in a basement, and that evolved into a lot of different stuff, but it was just sort of like, what's a good starting point, you know? There we go. Really weird. That fixed it. Checking itself to see if it was active or not. Okay, well, let's get back to it and see what... Oh. That also shouldn't... I swear to God, I fixed that already. Well then, if I play a game I really, really enjoyed, I'll go look to see what other games they've made. Well, bless you. See, that's awesome. Not many people do that, right? So it's like, I mean, there's a stark difference, right? Like, let's check this out. I mean, Mortuary Assistant, Steam. So, you know, overall, very positive, 3,037. Then let's take a look at me and our secret below. 62. Also very positive. But, you know, I think part of it that's to blame is the fact that Mortuary Assistant on its face is a compelling concept, right? The embalming stuff is what gets its foot in the door. Much like we were just talking about Choo Choo Charles earlier, it's the Mimi train stuff that gets its foot in the door for a person that sees it, right? So this is different. People were interested in it, so they start playing it, right? Our Secret Below looks like just another escape room game. While it's not, and there's, you know, yes, it's an escape room, but it's story driven, and there's a number of interesting, what I feel interesting components to it. You know, again, on its face, it doesn't look as compelling. So I think that would be why it fell flat, which is unfortunate, because obviously I put a lot of work into it. I really like the story. I like the way the endings work off of each other and how it all kind of cycles back together. Like, I really like all of that, but you know, you got to get people in the door to even try it first, you know? I think part of what I need to do is some of the stuff that I did for Mortuary Assistant Steam. I mean, I don't want to say it's too late for this, right? You never know with games. There are old games that gain traction. But still, if someone is going to come back and look at this project, I would like them to also be enticed by this, right? And I think the capsule's fine and interesting enough, but I mean, maybe it could have something creepy there. But like the first images, I should definitely probably put something more interesting as like some of the first shots. So when people hover over it, they see some interesting things. If you notice for Mortuary Assistant, let's bring these up side by side. This is actually a good thing to kind of take note of, I guess. Really enjoyed the cycle below. The discover from it. Oh, miserably escape route. Oh no. Yes, I did make the subject. Not sadly, but it was very much my first game. And Kohate was sort of an evolution of that a little bit once I kind of had a better idea of what I was doing. Though I really want to go back and revisit that universe and that idea because I really like it. I just would like to make something that's a little more in line with what I envision, you know? Hey, Warco. But you can see here, what is this?
Grief can...
Wait. We got all the trailers up front now. But anyway, if we were to treat it like this, which is a lot of normal games, the first images that you see when you would hover over it, when you're browsing or something like that, would be a guy with something in his mouth, a weird, creepy dude, you know, this, that. Like, those are more interesting than that. Like, what is that, right? So now, upon further inspection, once you're looking into it, it's fine. It gives you more information. But an initial glance for people looking for an interesting game or something to try, they need things that are juicy up front. Whereas if we look at our secret below, we've got a guy, a room, you know. So I need to put some more interesting stuff up front there, and maybe redo the capsule or something, because there's plenty of creepy things in here. One of the things that I didn't do, yes, exactly, Nurgle. One of the things I did here that I didn't do for others was, let's see, I have some interesting stuff here, but in the trailer, and this can be said for everything, where I do it for the capsule and stuff like that. I think, hold on, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So this shows the end, like that, right there, right? This little trailer that Dread made. I only made the fourth one. So this is the end. And my gut reaction, and I think a lot of developers, especially solo ones, you have an idea for a story or a particular concept in your game and you don't want to give away all the goods, right? So that's what's going on in your brain is like, oh, well, I can't give away the ending. I don't want to show that, right? But the fact of the matter is people don't know what this is in context. It just looks interesting, right? And that's the same for any other thing. I could show scenes from some of the more juicy story elements that originally I was like too afraid to show. And I mean, it helps that there's more compelling stuff just at the moment to moment in this game. But I mean, you get what I'm saying, though. It's like I shouldn't be afraid to show interesting stuff for fear of giving something away. Because what ultimately is going to happen is if they see something cool, it's not giving anything away. They're seeing something that is interesting to them. And then when they get to that point in the game, they'll be like, oh, that's that point. I've made it to this point. Cool, you know? And I think that has value, too. Because here, again, I have a few things that I think are very cool visually in this game that I don't show anywhere, because past Brian was looking at this and like, oh, I don't want to give away the cool things. I want the player to discover those things. But if they don't see those, they're not going to be enticed to play, right? Instead, they should see it and be like, what is that all about? And then when they play it and they get there, they'll be like, this is that scene. Oh, I can kind of piece stuff together, right? So past Brian made some mistakes there. I will rectify those on this page once I'm done doing this update. Kind of do it all at once. Again, I do not expect any sort of impact from this, right? Oh, you're following up. Thank you very much. I think that's the name I can't. Oh, you know what? I've got the thingy down here. Huddle near. I did it. I did it right. Yeah. But he's not good. I unfortunately have a problem with giving away all my secrets. This is the opposite problem. But yeah, I don't expect my changes that I'm going to put on this page to suddenly throw it into popularity, right? No. But what I want to do is, no matter what my game is, I want to support it. I want to do proper service to it so people that do play it or have given it a try or may give it a try have a better experience, right? And that's what I want to do. And with that, I might as well gussy up the page to be attractive, you know? More things like this, like I did for Mortuary Assistant, where I did this sort of like film flickery thing and like a spooky scene, you know? Like, I think those are successful as interesting little bits. So I will be doing that as well for our Secret Below, if all that makes sense. But that's what I've sort of learned in my journey to Mortuary Assistant launch and how it's gone compared to our Secret Below, you know? Hey, Daz. Yeah, Daz played it, and that was awesome to see. Just like, you know, anybody else that plays it is always super cool. But yeah, he played that, and then he also played Mortuary Assistant. Yeah, Daz Black's great. Dial puzzle. Why don't we do the exact same thing here, where oh, I don't want to be checking that all the time. You know what? We're just gonna leave that. Just gonna leave that there for now. Oh wait, where is this? Oh boy, okay, we'll maybe come back to that. Look at what that does. Oh god, it works. Whatever. We'll put a pin in that. Hey, Cody, what's up, dude? I was lurking in your stream a couple times, but I was also working a lot, so I didn't want to be like, hey, and then not talk at all. So I was just like, I'll just sit in silence and watch you. But I missed you. I've been good. I've been good. New here, ding yourself. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Don't even worry, I do the same exact thing. Yeah, I know it's it is what it is, right? But because yeah, you go to someone's stream, if you start talking, you really can't do much else because you know, like if we're the same way, where it's like we're gonna ask a question, we're gonna kind of follow up, and so you can't just be like, hey, what's up, and then the end, bye, you know. You want to have a bit of a conversation, and yeah. Hey, Mortal Tommy. Hello. All right, I think I got these. And I'm wondering if I'm ready for the next step of testing things, which is actually fully playing? Was something else broken? I forget. I mean, there's this thing not doing what it's supposed to do, but whatever, let's just rebake and I'm sure it'll be fine. Or I'll ruin everything. Who knows? Perfect. Also, I noticed the lighting in this place was really wacky. But not anymore. Oh, I was like, the hell is that sound? Thanks, dude. So I moved over to a new computer. I reset everything up. I switched over to Stream Elements. I've got everything plugged in, so I've got all the default stuff. So I don't know what half of these sounds are. So they go off. I'm like, shit, what happened? Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you. This is very nice of you, dude. Let's see. Have you started a new project at all yet? Not I'm cleaning up old stuff. I did start on brainstorming a Patreon game because I am trying desperately to get into doing that. But then there were Mortuary Assistant bugs that I needed to fix. There's the console porting that's happening right now with my publisher, so I need to make sure that things are good for that too. So if I make changes for PC, I need to make sure they get it. And I also don't want to do major changes on PC to like make the current porting process take a step back. So I'm doing that. Plus I have Creepshow stuff that I'm doing with my publisher. I'm creative director on that. So it doesn't take up a ton of time, but it takes up some time. And then currently doesn't take up tons of time, but for a while, the Mortuary Assistant movie stuff was taking up time. There's a lot of script rewriting stuff and everything. So, you know, kind of been busy with random things. So very much want to get something new, but I also want to give some love to previous projects, you know. Unreal, I know. Everybody talks about bringing me over to Unreal. It's not going to make anything automatically good, but there are definitely tools there, and I do want to try it. I do want to do it. I will be doing it. Not sure when. No more wieners. I know. I don't know where the wieners are. Gone. Lost in the sands of time, along with pretty much everything stream-related from previous streams. Oh, we look great in the new lighting system and stuff. But yeah, well, you know. Yeah. You gotta do what gets the work done. Gotta do what whatever. you know what I mean, right? We're not Worms Collector's Edition. Right. Okay. So am I playing through this now? Am I at that stage now? We're just gonna ignore all this other crap. It is. It's a guy constantly asking himself why he's doing the things he's doing. That's this game development. Alright, let's give it a shot. Oops, not loading screen. Load box. Don't save what's... Oh, camera should automatically. Like, did you do something in here? Hey, Nate, which Brian do you have today? You have current Brian fixing past Brian. Or really ignoring past Brian and layering on top new Brian stuff, which is kind of a weird mix of past Brian and new Brian to kind of equal maybe beginning a Mortuary Assistant Brian. Because I just have to kind of ignore some shit to make things work. Ignore how bad some things are. Okay. Open that. Oh, I was gonna give this rotate the clamps. I didn't want to be able to rotate on the X, I guess, very far. I want to clamp that. Are you doing all the optimizing work? No, I'm just doing enough optimizing work. Oop. Okay. What? Oh, that's right. I changed the buttons to be something that makes sense, but it's not displaying there because I haven't hooked up reading the buttons yet. That'll be the next thing. Okay. This was my I like it because it's still weird and out there, so it fits. But this was my like, I'm just gonna. I think I'm trying to think. I think this was on stream too a long time ago, where I was like frustrated with how much hand holding players needed sometimes. So I was like, I'm just gonna make a line right to the thing you gotta do. So this is what I ended up doing, and it actually works really well, and it's kind of cool, and I don't mind it. Yes, this is our secret below. Hold on. What music in the game? That is in the game. Hold on 1 second. Just a moment. What's that left over from? What is this? How's this? What is this music? You know what? Whatever. Let's just keep going. With circles in the subject. Oh, don't even bring up the subject, dude. Dude, this music is going all in. What is this? I didn't realize this was here. Yes. Yeah, Odal, sorry. Yes. My background before I got into indie was environment artist in AAA. So I'm like used to modeling programs and texturing stuff. We could argue this couch was from the, you know what, we can. Say we could argue this couch was from, I think it was like Turbo Squid, or maybe it was the Asset Store. But if anybody that's original viewers knows anything about this stupid ass couch, knows that I could claim this goddamn thing. Because I remodeled the entire thing, I rebaked the high, retextured it and everything. It was basically like I didn't even buy it, so, you know. Okay. Yep. Oh, also that scare, you probably didn't see it because I didn't even see it, but the one that happens up here in the crawl space, if you know what I'm talking about, I rewrote that system to mirror the detection system I wrote for Mortuary Assistant, which is funny because that was the beginning of doing that sort of system for Mortuary Assistant, so I kind of went back and used it. You paid for reference, right? Yes, it was a lot of work. Y'all know. Man, this music is not stopping. It's some serious music. What? Oh my god. Wow. I actually think it was free though. Maybe it wasn't. You know what, it wasn't. Ooh, 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 ooh. There's a weird... Oh. It's just a tiny spot. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, we're gonna have to fix that. All right, what's the status of these? Ooh, okay, we almost got caught on that. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and take care of whatever I'm thinking of. Hold on. This is there to get that, and that's gonna be somewhere here. Auto unwrapping ZBrush is always... So, it was, yeah, the auto unwrap at ZBrush was how they unwrapped the couch that they had put up for sale. And if you are familiar with that, ZBrush, or at least at the time, this was, you know, a couple of years ago, it would unwrap it, but it would do it as like a circle. And so all of your model would be closed, and like some of the UVs would just be compact in this tiny little circle in the middle, and then it would get stretched as it went out in this big circle. So their couch was just a big circle in UV space, and it was a 4K texture, and the inside of the couch was pretty high res until it got super small and then wasn't that high res anymore. And then it got larger and got very high res out there, but stretched across geometry. It was insane. It was very, very weird. So just ended up having to remodel, re-unwrap, rebake, all that good stuff. And now I've made myself mad. Okay, so the crazy music stopped. That's good. Aha, found you. That's fine. I don't know or care what that means. 968-892. I made this stuff more responsive too. 791-253, 791-253, 791-253. 79293. Did I go weird with that? Hold on. Oh no. Oh no, did I read it wrong? Okay. 968 892. 968 892. Or was that still counting down? 968 892. 791-253. 791-253. Oh. Damn it. Thank you. Thank you, Danimal. So that's the thing about things like this, and my games I try to do, especially now, well, Mortuary Assisted definitely, try to do a lot of randomized stuff, but not in a shitty way where it's like random whether or not it'll be good for you. It's random on the content that gets generated. And so obviously this is a very simple version of that number generation, and that makes it difficult for me. Like, I also have to remember, put in effort. Okay. 791-253. 791-253. There we go. Yeah, we're doing real well now. Okay, this is gonna be where I'm gonna try to mess up the camera. Pressing all the buttons and messing everything up. Yes, I use HDRP Midnight. Where do I get the sound effects from? It's a combination of Freesound Audio Jungle and my own recordings, and I rarely use things out of the box. I go into Audacity and I'll mix things together, change pitches of stuff, change speed of things, and I kind of do almost the same thing for the voice acting. We were talking about this last stream, where I'll take like pieces of one take and another take and cut them together, or adjust things to make them have a certain inflection, piece of one word and piece of the same word elsewhere, Oh, cool. Yeah, the tutorial has a few baked in. They're definitely not random like the rest of the game. It's kind of to go with the pacing of everything. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. It's great to hear. The game looks like it's done already. This one? This one? This is done. This was my last game. This was my last game before Mortuary Assistant. Ooh. Our Secret Below. I put this out in 2020. All I'm doing is some controls updates, which actually break the controls, but I'm updating to the Unity input system for easier, better use on Steam Deck. Because I just loaded it up the other day and tried it, and I was like, this actually works really well on this. I'd like to make some adjustments so that I could easily use this. And I used to use Rewired, but it was an old system, and it was implemented in a really weird way, and it uses update, which I don't like, and the new input system uses events. So I'm not running a million things in update and checking. So I'm kind of making this weird, like I'm fixing all of that, but trying to not break as much as possible. And I also am making some things that make kind of figuring out what you need to do a little easier, and getting the alternate endings easier. Because they're not alternate endings like, here's a regular ending, and now this one, a spaceship comes in, right? It's not like that. But they build on each other and continue the story and give more to everything. So I really think it's important that the player be able to experience that. So I made getting the second one easier a while ago. The third one is still a little obtuse, so I'm fixing that. That could be a similar sound, Snow Leopard. I actually reused some sounds from this because, like I was saying, I do kind of build them myself. So when I put in the work and I have something that I'm like, this is close, I'll go looking through my sounds and be like, oh yeah, this sounds like it, you know, and I'll make some adjustments if necessary. But yeah, there's definitely some stuff in Mortuary Assistant. Not very many. I think it's like 3 where I reused a thing. Though actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I reused this one. Because I started out with my voice saying slam, and then I made something. So yeah, no, I didn't reuse this. But still, it's there. Updating versus breaking, yeah, right. You should make another jump scare type game. Also PT type of loot vibe. Well, the problem is the PT thing in the indie sphere, as far as like content creators and reviewers go, they feel it's very played out. And a lot of games try to do that sort of thing. This has some scares in it. This is, I would classify it not as straight horror. This is like a thriller horror thing, mostly thriller, but also mystery. It's got it's a lot of jelly in this donut. There's there's a lot of different aspects to it. That's why I think it's a shame that it didn't gain as much traction, because it just looks like another escape room, right, on its surface. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, I'm doing some updates to it. Just trying to give this thing some love before I jump on to other things fully. But anyway, you see what I'm saying about the PT thing, though, is that like when PT came out, there were a ton of things trying to emulate it, and while there are definitely influences in my work now as well from it, I hesitate to just make a PT style thing. What am I doing? What am I doing here? What are we all doing? Shamini. Thank you for the follow. All right, where am I going? I need to get another one. Let's go. Let's do this. Boop, 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 do. 937-825. Two, 1, 3, 4. Rotates a little more fickle now. It's very sensitive. Gotta make sure I don't hurt its feelings, so that way I can easily click. All right. Hates the squishy sound when you're doing the joker. I love that. Oh, that was one thing that I wanted to do in Mortuary Assistant as well. Maybe I can squeeze it in because I think it'd be good for console too. I added vibration support for controllers, and right now the controller vibrates just when you're pushing the gurney around. But I wanted to do it for the jaw stuff too, so when it like ka-chunks, when it like goes down, it does a little vibrate. Darkstone name? Well, actually, that was dreamed up on stream with people because it was just about availability. Unfortunately, I have no cool name. I have no cool history rather for the name. Because the thing is, there's so much out there that's taken up domain names and Twitter handles and Twitch handles and stuff like that. Finding anything that fits well is really hard across everything, right? So what I ended up doing on stream was like, what are some cool words together? Let's just list words, and we came up with various names, and Darkstone sounded cool. And so the problem was there was Darkstone game from like 96 or something. And so that's why the digital was thrown on there. It says Darkstone Digital. Since then, what was a challenge with that was trying to brand it. That's where the skull thing came from. It was originally something a little more chunky to kind of look like a stone. It wasn't even a skull to begin with. It was like a stone thing. And then from there became what I finally settled on. Yeah, basically. It is, yeah, Snow Leopard. It's not bad, and what I've kind of turned it into, I think. But the logo for it, the full logo, not just the skull. Hold on. is, let's see, there it is, this one. So this one right here is the full logo. Is this Facebook? Gross. Open image, new tab. That's what we need. Oh, even better. Great. Wonderful. Okay, but this, it's like a tombstone was what I arrived at. So the dark stone is like a tombstone, death and all that metal shit, you know. So that's where I landed on everything. And I think it's cool. I think it works. And now it's too late to turn back. So here we are. You should also maybe possibly make Mortuary Assistant available for the Switch. Well, that's all I'll say. Console porting is in progress. Newbie dev game in Unity on Game Jam. Do you can advice something for me, please? Yes? Maybe? Happy to, possibly? No, if you have a question, yeah, I'm more than happy to answer, obviously. Let's put this back up here. Click make game. I know. Why is it taking me so long to do this? I'm supposed to click the button. That's what happens in Unreal. That's how you can make games in Unreal. All right, you guys want to see a trippy thing? All these trippy things hidden within it. Okay, now I'm gonna pause this again. Pardon me for the silence, but get up here. I think it's here. Yeah. Hey, all right. Oop. And so if you notice, actually, where this is from, right here. Signature of embalmer, Raymond Delver. Name of funeral establishment, Riverfield's Mortuary. So there's actually a reference to Mortuary Assistant before Mortuary Assistant was even made. All right, let's go into here. So now that I've done that. Oh, this is going to be good because I changed some of the detection stuff, so we'll see if this works properly. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, we got some... Is that the fighting or Ren? Occlusion. I got some occlusion calling stuff as part of the performance things that I did, so I haven't gotten to like go through and like tweak it all. So a lot of things are going to be weird, like when I went up the stairs before, and that's weird. Oh wait, R. Can I read it? Does it say anything? Oh, no, it's back. Never mind. Hey. Oh, yep, all these strappy things are going to not render because I did the occlusion culling stuff. I'm pretty sure that's me making the noises. So hands, arms come up out of the floor. And you fall from the ceiling. And now there's a hint for another puzzle. So anyway, there's a lot of story-y stuff. Pac-Man bow tie Pac-Man. 4. Pac-Man bow tie Pac-Man? Other way? Oh, wait. There we go. Whoa. So yeah, thanks, Seek. Yeah, there's a lot of like I like this game so much because there's a lot of weird shit I did in it. And I had just been like, I think we had just finished or were in the process of watching Legion, if anyone's familiar with that show. It's like kind of an X-Men show on FX, but not really. And the style that it's done in is just so bizarre and so many off-the-wall things. And it was right up my alley with this sort of weird stuff that I like. And so that definitely influenced some of the things in this game, though, I mean, a lot of it I had already done, but there were other aspects that I added that were definitely influenced by it a bit. So there's a lot of weird things. And it all gets explained later why these things are happening, and that's... Yeah. So it all kind of makes sense afterwards, but there's a lot of fun, weird stuff that's sort of head-scratchy, I like to think, until a certain turning point. And oh my god, there we go. So far, this is all going okay. Nothing is awful. Nothing has broken. Okay. Oh, I gotta go get that card thing, because I do not remember how that works. This is only, 2 years ago. More. Almost 3. Nah, 2.5. I gotta take out the old sheet here. Write this thing down. Nope, not that. Okay. Let me turn this music back on too. The silence, it's killing me. Yeah, something. I'm gonna have some noise in the background. All right, so what we have here is a 5D3, C3, D4. Okay. I use Rider. I believe it was Top Dog that, or Twitch Dog on here, that, my wife banging something? Whatever. That got me trying it out, and I like it a lot. Oh, wait, you know what I should do? I should get the little headlamp. So, this is how I justified, not having to have you hold a flashlight and do like an animation for it and do all the traditional stuff, was I made it a headlamp with the little strap. Okay, so this is where I have to write this down. This is what I needed. Hey, Stan, how you doing? All right, so we got C. Let me undo that. C, A, D, B, and then 3, 1, 5, 2, 4. There we go. So now I can decode what I've got here and figure out which buttons to push. That was inspired by Mega Man passwords. Loud flavor. All right. What do they stream? All right, so we've got this now. I should put a mark on there for like, this is up. All right, so it's A5. And then D3, 2, and then C3, 3, D4, 4. So oops, not that. So that would be 1. Okay. So here we got, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Oops. Oopsie doopsie. Bunch of horror, spooky jump scare games. He's the one that got me, like the Mortuary. Oh, cool. Well, then, absolutely. I mean, I usually do anyway, because, I mean, why not? I haven't been on Twitch in a while. Really, I mean, just in the past couple weeks, I've been getting back into, well, obviously streaming. Oh my god, what's happening? Okay. So mute this tab after we gave everyone a heart attack. Loud flavor follow. There we go. Tomorrow 8 p.m. Oh, good. It seems like they, as long as the schedule thing adjusts for time zone, they're up and running during a time that I'm actually free to do things. Cool. Hey, back up here. Going well. Going well enough. Oh, rotating and let's start taking notes on things that I gotta do here, though. Oh, that's why that's so weird. Okay, so rotation in pause is not working. I know how I did that, but I'm just taking a note so I don't forget. Okay. And caught me off guard too, freaking out. Bad Company, I'm revisiting Our Secret Below and adding a few things that make it a little bit easier to get the different endings and help sort of guide you through what the important things are. Like, let's see if I can find... No!
Going to
All right. I didn't do any notes.
What, you think I wouldn't notice?
I didn't. As soon as that beeped, I was like, I did that, didn't I? That was the last one.
It's time to try again. Fine.
Beep, dee, 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 dee. Beep, dee, 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 dee. There's, I don't know if you can hear it. So this is what happens when you get a game over. It doesn't take you back to the menu or anything. And that's because if we were playing the game properly, and I took this, we would know that I could start writing notes down on answers for things, and we'd be good to go. I am in Eastern? Yes, Eastern time zone. No, Trixler. By the way, yo, what's up? I want to do third person. There's an idea that we were coming up with on stream that I think would be cool as a third person. But we'll see. I was working on a third person controller in Unity before a bunch of stuff went weird, and then I got a new computer, and we'll probably have to do it over again. Am I just... No, Shakama, I have been MIA for a while, and now that Mortuary Assistant launched and dust is settled and I'm kind of like hitting a rhythm again, I'm streaming more. I don't have a schedule. I don't think I will. I think it's just going to be whenever during the week, and I announce all over, on Twitter and Discord and all that stuff. But yeah. Yeah, Warka. Well, that's why I think it'd be an interesting challenge. But I agree. And that's why I think first person is kind of where I like to be. But I also think that's why it's important I do a third person thing, even if it's just a small little Patreon project, because I want to gain some perspective on that too, because it could lend some interesting ideas from first person, vice versa, whatever. And so I just think it's important to do that as well. But I agree. I like first person. Yeah. The show. And that's the other part of it, is there's a lot of first person horror stuff. I do agree. I think immersion is easier in first person. Though there are some scenes that I have seen from various games that I think are successful in third person. One of them being, there's a screenshot I see over and over again from one of the Resident Evils. Where one of the, what is this? 7. Hold on one sec. I'll take this phone call here. Why do I bother? Just another computer threatening me to donate to something that is probably a scam. Head bob. Some top tier YouTubers actually. Yes! I know, I'm very fortunate, Nuka. Thank you. Yeah, they are going well enough. They support my future endeavors, and that's what really matters. So, I'm gonna keep doing it. Okay, I am to usually stream for everything. Cool. Very nauseous with any first-person games. Okay. So just in general, the whipping your head around and all that stuff, it's just too much. So you probably didn't like, what was it, Village? That's first person? Resident Evil-iness? Might cause it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Warka, because third person is really just the same thing, but there's a little person in the middle. And maybe that's it. Maybe it's the point of reference, right? The stable point that you can always be focusing on. New updates. Does it update in the demo version? No. No, the demo is very different now at this point. It's like a different version of Unity. It's different everything, really. I can't even access the thing. It was, unfortunately, it was before I started doing version control. It was a way before that, so I don't have access to it anyway. And I would need to make a new demo basically if I wanted to be able to also update the demo. That, and there's only so much updating and new content I would want to keep throwing into a demo anyway, right? Because, yeah, the idea is, Okay, well, I ruined it for myself, and now I've got to start over. I don't have tons of time before I got to go pick up the kitties from Schoolio. I don't even know why I just do. I actually get sick sometimes with third-person games. I mean, it's just camera motion on a screen. I mean, I can get that. Some people just like are sensitive to motion, and like I get motion sickness easily in a car sometimes. Most of the time, I would say. But usually if I'm like reading or something, if I'm like just sitting in a car, no. But if I start reading something in the passenger seat, like my brain just immediately was like, ugh. 97. So I could leave a note for this, but I'm not going to, because that one's pretty easy to do. I don't know how people can read moving vehicles. Yeah, right? You're in school line right now? Is that your killing time? I know how that goes. Well, I mean, you're probably parked. If you're in line to pick up, then you're not doing anything. Until you look up and realize 10 people have moved away in front of you, and you're like, oh, shit. Okay, so now, because I have... Whoopsies. Because I've done this... I shouldn't get the little aside that I did before. So I've already done it. Cool. It's part of it though. Is the more you do this, the less of that stuff you end up going through. Who knows? Maybe I'll make some adjustments so that even more stuff is like, it's like less of game over-y. 240. Yeah, I've got I leave. It's 2:20 now. I leave the house at like 3:15. And we're in walking distance of the school. We're really, really close. But, you know, I like to stop stream or whatever I'm doing earlier than that, so I'm not, like, just rushing out the door, especially since it's cold and snowed and stuff. Got to put all the appropriate things on. What do we got here? I almost pressed spacebar to bring up my clipboard to see what was next. Let's do... Where is it? Nope. No, get out of here. This? Alright. So, you like cooked in the squat. Cooked in the squat. And want to remember simpler time, you should try Tammy Mitchell's. We'll just say Tammy. Tammy Mitchell's and drink that milk. I don't know. What did I do? These are really weird names. I don't know what was up with past Brian. Oh my god again. Oh my god again. Get out of here, bots. Good. Be gone. I love your thoughts on the Steam Deck. I love the Steam Deck. I think it's really cool. It's fun. I like being able to take my stuff places. I want to have things to develop for it. Loud Flavor, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you. Hello. Thanks for dropping by. Gave you a follow. Looking forward to watching you. What am I doing? What happened? Where am I? Who are you people? What am I doing? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. That's why we write things down. Drink that milk is 1. Tammy Mitchell's... Sweet? No, that's Sweet Marzipan. I don't know what I was doing when I thought of these names. This is this is where I got really like, I'm tired of thinking of names. Downtown Blues, Uptown Blues, Country Blues, Main Street Blues. Awesome. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Alright, so Cooked in the Squat is not here. This was my Ragamuffin. Tammy Mitchell's is 2. So that's the second. I think that milk was the third number. And cooked in the squat, I think was actually on the first one. I just missed it. Yeah, cooked in the squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it should be 219, I think. Nailed it. Hold on. What number was what? Was drink that milk the third one? Love to develop games for it. Unfortunately, number 5 seems to not work with the new. Really? Oh, that's... oh no!
When are you going to learn?
I don't know, man. I think I would by
I
now.
wouldn't notice. Looks like I can't wait any longer. It's time to try again. Bye, Mia.
What could I do here to make it a little less? Because part of the problem is that players don't realize that this is not a big deal. Like, you know, they lose and they're like, oh no, all my progress. And what they don't realize, because it's like, it just feels that way. We don't realize it's like, you already know, okay, I just need to get this number and now I've got that one. I need to find that piece and now I got that one. Okay, now I've got 2 of the 4. And then with the note system, if you remember to do it, like I didn't, then you would have the combination for this thing right here. So there's your 3rd one. You would have the combination for this thing, and there's your 4th one, and you'd be able to pretty instantly move forward. Enter the code for 3 minutes of freedom. Did I make it for 3? I thought it was for 5. Maybe it is for 3. I'm a jerk. Okay, well, let's go find that key then. Space Bears used to be like, oh my god, it made people so angry that we're playing, because Space Bears used to not be something you could drop. Like, you'd go to the inventory and select it, and you wouldn't be able to drop it. And that was the whole point. They were Space Bears. They took up space in your inventory, and you couldn't get rid of them. So it was funny at first to like watch people be like, I gotta collect all these bears, right? Like, it was funny for me because I was like, oh, they see one and they're like, I'm taking this bear. But for some reason, everybody just wanted to pick up all the bears. They didn't care about picking up the things that were like obvious for progression. They just wanted to pick up all the bears. And then they realized they couldn't pick up anything, and they're like, oh, well, I need to drop a bear. And then they'd be like, is this broken? Is it busted, right? Like, they would think it's a bug. But so, you know, the joke was short-lived. I made it so you could drop them pretty shortly after that. Maybe in Mortuary Assistant 2, I'll put Space Bears back in for people who know. Yeah. Like I said, I thought it was funny, but that just shows the disconnect between developer and player sometimes. I'm close to it. It's funny to me. It was after, and that's the thing. Once people know, they're like, oh yeah, it's funny. But that's not good enough for, like, you can't be pissing off your audience. God damn old tin cookies, the cookie all old people have. Man, I forgot so much of this stuff. Old tin cookies, the cookie tin all old people have. Oh, man. Was it back here again? There we go. These were my dogs at the time. They are both dead now. I have a different dog now. But they're immortalized. Indiana and Cody. Super cute. Hey, we got a tin of cookies now. Is this from Mom?
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
So my wife has just shown me. So my mom has sent cookies because we requested them. The kids wanted them and stuff. But we now... Hold on. Here, let me do it this way. 1 second. It's not a 1-to-1, but Does this mean I'm old now? Because now I have a cookie tin. And the thing is, I'm actually happy that we have a cookie tin now, because I know I'm going to be making more Christmas cookies, and I have a tin to put them in. Oh god, I'm old now. I'm like, fuck yeah, cookie tin. Oh jeez. The cookie tin brings you happiness. That's it, you're done. Yeah. I think the next step is to have a coffee tin that I store nuts and bolts in that I never use. I'm from India, and even their grandparents had the cookie tin with soy sauce. Yeah. It's like how all old clothing gets sent to Africa. It's like all these cookie tins go somewhere, and it's just to retirement homes and like provided to you when you reach a certain age. I guess this way they're handed down. This cookie tin held all my famous recipes, and now I hand it on to you. That's it. Mm-hmm. You got an old man level up first? Yeah, I got a little bit of work to do still. I think I got some aging to do still. But I'm getting there. I'm getting into old man territory. Kids age you 10 years instantly anyway, so it doesn't even really matter. You just... Oh, that's right. I forgot what I was doing. Ka-cha! Oh, I just gave myself a minute. Damn it. And I should have done that one because it's yellow or red. 566004. Oh, that's the red one. No, I think I triggered it anyway. Four 9941. I'll write this down. 4. I keep nuts and bolts in my coffee jars. Don't insult me. Things I also know, the cookies in this tin are goddamn delicious too. Put in that grandma order. Okay, there we go. 449941. Hooray! Did I get anything? So we got that one. We didn't get this one. Nope. Stop it. 927-825. You think I'd remember that number by now? 927-825. It's like the only number that doesn't change. 1, 2, 4, 3. So close. Oh, that was the first one. I got some stuff to collect still. I was happy with how these papered up windows came out. This is just a bunch of painting in Photoshop. With a glow map. There's no like light source behind it or anything. I mean, there is to shine light into here, but it doesn't react to the light source. It's just a glow map. Nowadays I might be lazy and just make it have a thinness value. Oh, whoopsie doopsie. Okay. Got 83 seconds. What else am I doing here? We could do this one, I guess. But I need to... That one's harder. That's the hardest one. Until you take the note, obviously. That reminds me, I should get a note. was thinking about giving you more notes, or maybe I should have a little something that, like, make it easier for notes, like have a note sitting out instead of in the drawer here, and have another thingamajig there, like another info thingy that pops up. That might be worth it. Okay, let's see what order they are now. This is... we got, like, drink that milk. Milk is number 1. Remember simpler time, you should try get up and do something. And then, don't you put that evil on. Okay. Oh. We're good. Okay. So let's see. Don't drink that milk. Don't. Oh, drink that milk. Drink that milk. No, don't drink that milk. So 1. It do happen. Get up and do something, I believe, is up here. It's number 1 on here. Yeah, so 1, 1. And then don't put that evil on me. Actually, I believe is on this one over here, on Mr. Sleeve. Then you put that evil on me, 4. I numbered this one specifically so that people would be like, oh, they're numbered. That's like the numbers on the record player. Okay, 1, 1. Hey, all right. So now we come up here. There we go. Always leave a note. That is a reference to Arrested Development. Hey, Dead Zone. So now this note, this is why we do this, because now this note is always here. If we get caught and we go back to the game over room, we come out, this note will be here. So we don't have to do any of that other stuff again. We just come in here, put it in, and bloop, it's out. It's a satisfying sound. Cool. Good for you, Past Brian. These were winners that wanted to have their pictures in.
Look. Over there.
All right. Jump scare coming in 3, 2. Whoa! She was blue because we're compiling shaders in the editor. No, I have not opened them. I did not. I was gonna wait till the kids got home. I'm sorry. Oh.
I'll wait.
Okay. Good. Stand, not to my right. By the way, soon my wife is embarking on a game development journey. She's going to start doing the same thing. We are in a scenario now where she can give it a shot. She wants to. She's got an idea. Kind of cool stuff. And so she's also going to be streaming and doing all the same stuff. So you'll be able to check out her work too. She's going to be right there. Though what she wants to do is something not necessarily a kid thing. I mean, maybe, I don't want to classify it for her, but the way she's doing the art is she's going to be building models out of paper. She did one a while ago that's really cool, and she, like, the idea is she lights it with real light and make it look realistic, or, well, it's still line drawn stuff and everything, but then that becomes a background. And so the streams are going to be making these things with paper and cardboard and building them and lighting them, and then work in Unity as well. And so I think that's gonna be pretty cool. She doesn't know how to program yet. She's like me 5 years ago, but she knows some of it. She's been doing a lot of solo learn stuff, and so Twitch Dog, we're creating another one of me that'll make terrible code, but it'll still be a game you can play. So what are you saying? Is she going to be your... No. She's going to be her own thing, but kind of connected to me in like a... Like, we didn't want to be like, oh, she's a branch of Darkstone, right? We didn't want to go that far with it. So she's going to be her own thing, but she will be loosely associated in like, she'll have like a sub channel in the Discord, and like we'll obviously share each other's stuff and everything, and like have that sort of connection. And then if things go well, we'll probably talk about merging something then.
Then you'll be willing to mention my name if it goes well.
What? Willing to mention your name?
Like
You mean-
like a part of your company.
Oh, well, that's, you know, that's down the line. But there's...
Keep it there and just look in the program.
Anyway, her streaming stuff gets here like tomorrow and Wednesday, and we'll set that up. I already moved her monitors and did like a double monitor setup over there, so that way she now has room to work on her stuff and all that. So, you know, we're getting it all there so she can do stuff. I think it'll be fun. Yeah, and obviously once she gets everything up and running, I'll share all that stuff in Discord and on my Twitter and everything, and that way if anybody's interested, they can hop on there and see what's going on. But it'll probably be a little bit before that anyway, because I know she'll want to probably know how to program a little bit. Unless you want to learn everything live like I've been doing.
I'm not naturally charming like you, so I'm very anxious about this.
I don't know about that, but yeah. Well, so what could happen for you? I just realized I'm cutting off the bottom of my face now. Twitch Dog found me earlier on and helped me with various programming issues and stuff too. So you never know. You can find your own Twitch Dog. Not this one though. This one's mine. Yes, this is Miss Darkstone Ditto. This is Amanda. I've mentioned her name sometimes, but not all the time, because I wasn't sure how comfortable she'd be with me saying her name, but now I've said it, so who cares? Over. Is it Googleable? Okay. What was I doing? Oh, we got to get going soon. Let's see, I got a note for that. I put the card in. I've got that one. I don't know. I think I got this one. Yep. Oh, no!
When are you going to learn? Never think I would notice. Looks like I can't wait any longer. It's time to try again. Bye.
This is a great time to show you how the notes still work there, hopefully, maybe, and then I'll know if it actually does still work and it's anything I have to fix. Also, why does this look like this? Wonder what's going on. It doesn't look like that in the editor, like up in the editor. So, I don't know. Hey, look, it totally works exactly the way that I said it did, and I knew that I didn't touch any of the code that would mess that up. Thank you, I'll watch. This is already out. This is the game that I put out before Mortuary Assistant, called Our Secret Below. So it's already out. You can already play it. What I'm doing is making adjustments to it, making some stuff a little more user-friendly, changing the controls to the new Unity system so it's a little easier for me to make changes to. And also I would like to try to finish porting it to Xbox. I already had it on there. It didn't run super well. But now that I've got some time, I'd love to revisit that. So, you know, that's what I'm doing with this. It's just giving an old game some love. This came out in 2020, July of 2020. So it's there and available. But in fact, since I'm going to be going soon, let's see, does this even work? Ah! What's happened? Oh, there we go. Old game, I know, 2 years. There you go, they're right there. Does the social one work too? Hey, cool. All right, I'm doing this because I actually need to leave right now. I was gonna leave at 45, but we're close enough now, and we've been discussing it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and be done with this. But thank you for hanging out. I'm glad I streamed. I was uncertain if I was going to. I was sitting there like right after lunch, kind of like, do I want to or what? And then I was like, I should, and so I did. And I'm glad I did because I missed all of you. It was great to see. Some old faces, new faces, all that good stuff. So thank you very much for following. The pleasure's all mine. Thank you. I'm going to go enjoy my old people tin. Also cookies. The cookies inside, not the tin. All right, Cons, I'm leaving now. No. Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be back. Sometime soon. And thank you very much to patrons. I just realized I don't have the credits that roll the patrons' names anymore. That's something I should really probably do. I should add that back in. Anyway. Bye, everybody. I will see you next stream. Stay glued to the Discord, the Twitter, just for when I announce I go live. I use Restream for things, so I'm on Twitch and YouTube and Twitter, oddly enough, and actually on the Steam page, too. This goes on the Our Secret Below Steam page as well, for now, until I switch what game I'm working on. But yeah, so keep an eye out, everybody, and I will talk to you next time. Love you, bye!